services, right? And the key question of art is always, well, it would exist even without any government subsidy. So it is the moment that a subsidy is asked that the counter question will come, well, show me that you can do it better than someone else. So it's undoubted that arts brings in all kinds of benefits, no doubt. But is it the only one who would bring it? Would without subsidy it not be brought either? Probably the answer is no. It would also emerge, it would be built, it would be, our communities would still thrive without government subsidies because there'll be philanthropy. A true artist does not work for money, but works for the beauty of the art itself. And so, to a large extent, I think that you're overly pessimistic about arts, that it needs the lifeline from government to sort of survive, right? I think that arts is much more fundamental and important than having to sort of put up the begging hand all the time.
Interesting. Okay. No, that would be. I think that. Yeah, especially in a country that doesn't get much government support, and we've sort of seen we do have private support for the arts, but certainly we feel the pressure to serve, the sort of commercial pressure in the U.S., I think, to a degree that we recognize, I think, the value that government support can have in upholding certain kinds of things that the market simply will not, but of course, as an economist, you have a lot to say on that as well. So, Andy, what do you make of this conversation? What have you been thinking about on social media and happiness? And
It's a much deeper conversation than I originally anticipated. So,
you can bring us back up to something really,
or bring us down.
Bring us down, right?
I think the question when we first started talking about this, the question that I first thought of is that does social media amplify or does it mask happiness? Meaning that, I look at, Facebook and Twitter and people will be like, oh, check me out, I'm at the gym, looking good. Is that person really happy? Or is it kind of a false sense of identity to say, hey, I want all my friends to think I'm awesome and I'm happy and I live this life? And, my wife and I get in this debate all the time because I see, as a marketer, I see really bad examples for people posting things because people believe, the social media channels are their own personal brand. And I see examples of just fed my cat, just went to the grocery store, they were out of bread. Who cares? And I told my wife, that's so stupid. And she's like, yeah, but that makes them happy. And so the question is, does it really make them happy? Are they feeling like they're venting and they're voicing their concern? Or do they have no one else to talk to? And if so, that makes it even more depressing to me than happy. But I think it's created this new kind of platform, this new area that we've never really seen before, where everyone is their own broadcast channel and